Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade. Guess what? This is a bonus episode. It's a special episode with Emily and Kobe of 90 Day Happily Ever After. And I'm here to tell you the only couple maybe that's happily ever after on that show. Emily, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Tim woke up, so he didn't want to miss the interview.
I know. Look at him. He's so cute. Do
I
you know
know.
what's something that you could do? I don't know if you can see on your, well, you can see me now. We were having technical problems earlier,
Yeah.
guys. So do you see the little thing that says settings? Do you see that? It's like that little cog that says settings.
Uh-huh.
All right, click it. And then where it says under camera, it'll say camera resolution. Click it to low definition.
Okay.
Because sometimes that helps to make sure people don't get kicked out because it's trying to record high
Oh,
res.
okay.
Yeah, you're a little closer, but that's okay.
All right.
Okay, sometimes that helps when people get kicked out a lot. I don't know why. That is a trick that my friend Matt Maher of Reality Gaze taught me.
Oh,
Ma-
I
Matt
like that.
Matt told me that he's like, listen, you don't have to get the inside scoop from Emily anymore because now she and I are friends. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm better friends with her. So
Yeah, that's true. And Poodle hates me, so I always give him crap about that. I'm like, you tell Poodle to be nice to me because I've never done anything bad to him. He's like,
it
well,
doesn't
he hates
matter.
everybody.
It doesn't matter. He hates everybody. He hates me. I mean, don't even worry
No.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor poodle. I'm gonna have dinner with him next week, and I'll give him a
Oh,
talk. I'll give him a talking to.
tell
I'll
him.
give him a
Yeah.
talking to. All right. So this is a Tim new baby,
New baby.
and how old is a Tim now?
He'll be 6 months next week. Hi.
Oh my gosh, he is delicious.
He's really cute. Yeah.
Yes.
He's a little cutie pie. Hi, honey.
And then what are the other kids doing right now? Coben
Um,
and Charlotte.
so they are at the neighbor's house. They run
Okay.
wild.
Okay.
We have a neighborhood. Our neighbors across the street are our best friends, and they have two little kids. No, they have four. What am I talking about?
Woo!
Next door have two little kids,
Okay.
all around the same age. So they come home
Perfect.
from school and literally just like run the neighborhood, and it's everything I can imagine. It's so fun.
That's fun, and you're gonna have that forever. Like, we had 2 kids that were almost my kids' same age. We moved into the house when I was pregnant with my 2nd, and my other one went yeah, and I remember being in that house like, "Oh, they have kids next door," and then as they grew up and they were together almost, till they were, like, 10 years old before we moved.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah,
they're
I love
friends.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna
Well,
love that.
we bought that. We bought this house off market because our friends live across the street, and they're like, "You have to buy it." We had been looking for a long time. We closed last November, so we've almost been here a year.
Great.
Um, and which is funny because when Happily came out, people were like, "You need to move out," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I did, but I can't say anything."
I asked you about it, remember? And I
I
and I was
know.
I felt like you guys were like Michael, like, with your undisclosed location. You had, like, a blank wall behind you, so, like, I couldn't
Mhm.
see where you were. I was like, "Okay.
Yeah.
I know
People
you're in a new house."
people would be like, her parents' basement is not that bright. Like, that's not their house." And I'm like, "I don't know, maybe."
People are so smart on the
I
internet,
know.
I tell
Mm,
you.
that's good.
So how's it going being a stay-at-home mom with all those kids? Are you still wanting 5 kids?
Oh, yeah. No, I could easily add a couple more. The Tell All Lauren was telling me because she has 3,
Yeah,
but she has 3 under 3, which I think would be a big difference. Mine are all 2 years apart, and so Coben's in that he's 5, so he loves the baby, helps with the baby.
nice.
Charlotte's old enough, she's potty trained, dresses herself.
Yeah.
It's pretty I mean, not easy, but it's not as hard as I think people were trying to tell me. But,
3
like,
in 3 in diapers is rough.
yeah, 3
Yeah,
under 3 would be hard.
yeah. Yeah, I think
So,
that's right. I think once you space them apart, especially like one goes to school and then the other one goes to preschool, and then you get a little more time, and then you forget how hard it is till you get a new baby, and then you remember.
yeah. Oh, I just kicked him out of our room, so he's finally sleeping almost
Oh,
through the night. He wakes up
oh,
in the middle of the night to eat, but when he was in our bed, he woke up every 2 hours because he could just smell me. So he
yeah,
would
because he's like, "Oh, she's right there. She's right there."
Mhm. And I was like, "You know what? You're done."
How are, my best friends in my mind, David and Lisa, how are they doing?
Oh, they're so good. We just had a wedding last weekend, my brother's wedding, so they
Nice.
they hosted a ton of family. But
And
they're
people could stay in the basement because you guys weren't there.
exactly my whole like all my siblings stayed there, and then we had family stay here, so that was really really nice.
That is nice. So do they still come over every day and, like, at least once or twice a week and grab a kid?
Yeah, my dad does. He'll stop by after work. His work's about, I don't know. Kobe just walked in 3 minutes away.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
nice.
so he'll like pop in tomorrow. I have a lash appointment. I'm like, could you just come over on lunch and like watch the monitor while a Tem goes down and like hang out with Scar? He's like, yeah, no problem. So
Aw,
it's really nice.
that is really nice. They are the cutest, and whenever I see your mom and her gorgeous hair, I'm like, "Oh, man,
I
she
know. Well,
looks
my hair
good."
is turning more and more gray.
Hey, Kobe,
He was like scared to come in. I'm like, you're in the interview too.
Scared to come in.
You're in the podcast
come
too.
on, Kobe. We gotta get all your hot takes.
Oh yeah,
What's
I can't wait.
up?
How are you?
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm good. All right, Emily, like, tilt your camera a little so we can make sure we get Kobe.
Okay, here
We don't want to mess anything up. Hey, Kobe.
Ah,
there.
All right, so now that you're here, I can ask. All right, so Kobe won the naming of the baby battle, and
Mhm.
we went with the Tim, which is Valerie's nickname.
Yeah. Well, it's Valerie's last name, right?
Oh, okay,
Family name.
it's a family name.
Yeah.
okay. And so is now Valerie okay with Emily? I mean, come on.
Okay. So obviously the scene at the tell-all where I was crying, that conversation happened like multiple times because I was like, did not want to name the baby a Tim. Mainly because I felt like Kobe was forcing me to name it after this person who didn't like me.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then like probably a month before we had a fan reach out who wanted to make a baby sweater with the names on it for the announcement. And she's like, I'll make one for boy and girl. And I was set on a girl name. I really like the name Cash for a boy because I like Coben and Cash. And then
Cute.
ultimately we talked about it multiple times. And, Kobe, it was very important to Kobe to have a son named after his friend. And so then I was forced to decide because I had to pick a name for these sweaters. And I thought, well, it's kind of fitting since he was made in Cameroon to have a Cameroonian name.
Yes.
Um, and then I was just hoping we had a girl. And so I was like, okay. And then when he was born, he was a boy. He looked like an attempt. So
Oh,
I'm
he's
happy.
so cute, though. He's so
Yeah.
cute.
And it's an original name and I like it. And so
Um, okay, so the question is does Valerie like you now? Because I mean, come on. You named the baby after
I
him.
don't think Valerie hates my wife.
no, but he likes me
They
now.
don't hate my
We
wife
talk.
at all. The thing is that it's kind of like a cultural thing. It's like standing on your grounds, your opinion,
Yeah,
what's
of course.
Yeah.
So there are people like that who, when you express this, your belief, they'll feel like you hate them, but you don't hate them. Like you never hate somebody you just met,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that was hate, but the way it appeared is like confrontational.
Oh, he didn't like me though. But no, to answer your question.
Now listen, Kobe, I didn't say hate. I don't think he hates her because I think he would love her because you love her, but
Yeah.
he doesn't necessarily like her.
Right.
I mean, they get along.
We get along
They get
now.
along now.
Yeah.
Okay. He's grateful that you named the baby after him, I hope.
Yeah.
Special. That's special.
It is
Well,
very
it's
special.
like, okay, it's not really like after him, it's after the family, what the entire
But it's
family has
because
done,
of
and
him,
it's because
babe.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live,
But that's your best friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know about Valerie. I'm going to say, Valerie, be nice to Emily because she's a strong American woman. Listen, now I really, okay, there's several things I need to know about this season of HEA now that it's over. Okay. Now, we do have the TLC Marshal here who will flag me if I say something wrong,
Mhm.
but she is silenced. So the main thing I want to know is, are you hiding Michael? Is he in your house?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody thinks you guys are hiding Michael. Is Michael there?
No, Michael is not in our house. That's so funny.
It's
Are you
crazy,
sure?
I
like,
promise you.
I never
promise you, Michael's not at our house.
Okay.
I never talked to Michael prior to the tell-all.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was the first time I met him.
But
Yeah.
do you know where he is?
I mean, everybody knows Michael is in Texas.
Ah, you're more supposed to say that. Nobody knows that. Okay, Kobe said it. I didn't say that.
I mean,
how does everybody? Nobody knows that.
The photo he posed, like they've seen him in a bar in Texas.
He's trying to cover himself up.
Not like covering up. They've seen him.
No, I mean, listen, if it's on like Reddit or whatever, then yes, everybody knows it. I just
the last time he was online, like, was a bar in Texas.
Okay.
So I just know that he's in Texas.
Okay.
That's a big state.
You're supposed to say that, but yeah.
Some would say the second biggest state. So it'll be hard to find him there. Well, okay, Kobe. So you're not hiding him. Did you help with his escape? This is another question people have.
Like, well, it depends on how they want to put it out there. If I helped him, like, I feel like me talking to him personally, feel like motivate him, like, yo, you're worthy of something.
Yes.
You cannot be in a position where you're constantly abused.
Yes.
But that I tell him to leave his wife. It's not something that I did.
No, I mean, oh God. Well, I really did appreciate at the tell all where you were saying to him, like, she can't have your visa. These are your personal documents. Like, you're just telling it to him. And I think literally, maybe he did not know that. I think he's been brainwashed by her and so mentally and physically abused by her. I mean, this is not a hearsay. This is things that we saw with our own eyes on camera. So I can't imagine what we didn't see.
Yeah.
So I think it was really great, Kobe, that you were such an ally to him. Like, I mean, because everybody was like, my God. I mean, Jasmine was crying about it. She's like, nobody deserves to be spoken to and treated that way.
I felt so bad for Michael.
Yeah.
Like, I felt super bad. Like, imagine just going to a strange place, you don't know anybody, and the person you're out with is trying to isolate you from almost everybody.
Yeah. In a house way out. Yeah.
I pictured myself in Michael's situation, like, and we've all seen how Angela talks to him. It's really rude. It's really bad. No man wants to be in that situation like that. Like, as a mom, would you want your son to get married to a woman who treats him like that? No.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, the way she treats him. And I think you also had a great point, Kobe, where you said, we understand that he's not perfect and he's done some things and he's cheated and things he's admitted to. Yeah. So we can all agree with that, but she's the one that agreed to bring him to the United States after she knew all of that.
Right.
You know
what? To just verbally abuse him?
Sorry to cut you short, but I feel like in this situation, she always plays a victim. She always accuses Michael of being a scammer. You cannot be in a relationship where you say you wear the pants, you insult this man all over, you say he's done this, he's done that, and you're still there, which means you're probably benefiting something from staying in that relationship. Right. The question is, what is she benefiting from staying in that relationship?
Right. That's a great question. How is she benefiting? She seems so miserable.
They've been together for 7 years. Right?
Yeah,
and she keeps saying, you are a scammer, you are a cheat, you and this, and she's not leaving, which means she's probably getting something. The real question people should be asking, like, what is Angela benefiting from this relationship?
It's to stay on TV, I think.
And, we weren't, I know Ed had said it too before that obviously there's a lot that, sorry, I'm trying to get the binky.
You're trying to grab it with your toes.
Yes, I'm like, I gotta get it. Okay. Hi. Like Ed had said that too, and Angela had like the same reaction, shut him down.
Yes.
Don't tell Michael, he doesn't need to know that. And when we had first got there, I told Kobe, it was our first time meeting Angela in person. We didn't know how bad the situation was. We hadn't seen them on TV besides Happily Ever After, because we hadn't
really
the whole story. Yeah.
You guys had not seen how awful she has treated him for all these. She went to Nigeria.
No, we've seen it on Pillow Talk, but we never watched their beginning.
Okay.
Like I didn't know their whole story. Like I didn't know that he had cheated on her. I only knew what we saw on like Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
So then when she had came, I told Toby, I said, I feel like these are two just like very hurt people. Like I think Angela is very, very hurt. Yes, like, you should never treat anyone like that. But I'm like, she's really hurt too. So I was really trying, and I was very pregnant. And I was like, I'm just trying to be the mediator and like figure it out. Like what, what's happening? Why is everyone blah, blah, blah. And so there was multiple times where Kobe wanted to like go off on Angela. And we had just sat down for a segment and it took them, a while to get there because they were fighting or whatever behind the scenes. And Kobe, and a couple of times I kind of was like, no, like they just got here, like let's finish the segment. And it sucks because I had really good conversations with Angela and not even about Michael, just like one-on-one, like her as a grandma. I think she's a great grandma. And I think she, It's a very devoted mom. Like I think deep down she has such a pure heart, not pure, I guess. But like
No.
she means well to other people,
Mhm.
but when it comes to Michael, like she couldn't control her
I
behavior.
get that a lot from people like asking me
But
what do
you
you
said
think about
yourself
life.
too that you like
Yeah,
her.
no, I like Angela.
Yeah.
Angela is a very good friend. She's a ride or die friend. Like if
She
she's your
don't like you
friend,
anymore.
no, I
No.
don't care if she likes me. I
Mm-mm.
can control how I feel about her. I can't control what she feels about me. So
Yeah.
she's a nice friend, but a horrible wife,
Yeah.
especially to Michael.
She's been very, like, physically aggressive with other people in reunions, like, stood
Yeah.
up to them and pushed women and, so it's not just Michael, so I'm not gonna let you guys, like, take up for her,
Yeah.
but, because I have watched every single frame of every single thing she's done, and it's been really bad.
I didn't stay there either because I was so pregnant
Yeah,
that they
okay.
were worried. Like if something like I literally had to travel with documents from my doctor, like having a birth plan if something were to happen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I was dilated to it too, but I was not missing the tell all. So I didn't stay there.
Emily.
I know. But they were like, you don't have to come. I'm like, you think I'm gonna stay home with 2 kids at almost 9 months pregnant? You're crazy. Without my husband? No. Like I'm going.
Yeah.
Um, but we didn't stay there either. So like we don't really know what happened kind of afterwards from what we hear people went to bed. So we did miss that big fight that her and Angela had where he like ran or him and Angela where she like ran him up the balcony or something like that. So I don't really know what happened. We weren't there for that. I mean, I was upset at first because I was like, I want to stay, like I have FOMO. And they were like,
No.
no, like people really are like going to bed, like after like people are just going to bed. And then I was very happy after the first night. I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm happy I'm in a hotel and I'm not.
Yes, you needed to be in a hotel, my god. I can't believe you were 2 centimeters dilated and still went.
I know what I'm telling you, I was not missing it. First of all, I love a trip to New York and I
Yes.
wanted to meet everybody. I really wanted to meet Lauren because we had been talking. I wanted to see Thais again. I was really going to go after Rob, and then it turned out I love Rob. So it was a really fun trip.
So did you guys watch this season that you were on? Like, were you getting screeners or were you watching it? Well, I guess no, because the tell-all would have been filmed like a while back. So
Uh,
had you seen a lot of it before or a lot of it they were showing you at the tell-all? Because I
um,
know sometimes they show you things at the tell-all that you haven't seen yet.
I didn't watch it at all.
The show as it was going. Okay, yeah.
I only watched it once. Like if somebody tells us, "Oh, this part was like this," that's when we watch it.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
when you guys are sitting at the tell-all and they show you, like, clips of Rob and Sophie, something happened to
yeah,
talk to Rob and Sophie, like, you guys haven't seen it yet because it's currently airing or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, because people are always like, "Why are people so surprised?" I'm like, "I don't think it's aired yet when they watch it, so if
No,
something dramatic happens, it's brand new news to you."
there are people who even watch it before us. Like we
Yeah.
don't watch it for real. We don't have the screeners.
Yeah, you don't well, I do. Well, I gotta tell you, it's the joy of my life when I get a screener because
Oh,
I get so excited. And there's this new season of Before the 90 that you guys have got to get eyes on it. It is bonkers. It is so good.
oh yeah.
It is so good. Guys, remember the good old days when you could just fall asleep in your makeup and still wake up just like beautiful and glowing and those days are gone, guys. So if you're noticing changes in your skin tone and texture, or you're seeing more fine lines and wrinkles, you're not alone. You guys, we're ladies of a certain age. It happens. But there's good news because today's sponsor, OneSkin, has developed a skincare line that targets these changes where they start, which is in your cells, like way, way, way deep down in there. Things that my non-science brain cannot understand. This is what I like. This is this OneSkin OS1 face topical supplement. And they also have an eye cream that I love. And something that people don't talk a lot about is the great thing about these products is you can slip them in and out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but you can slip it in and out where you take the little pouch out and stick it in. So it's completely recyclable. You don't get a new plastic thing every time. They just send you the insert. Like here's the eye cream and they just send you like the middle part. It's great. It's so eco-friendly to me. And no one's ever mentioned that to me before, and I've never seen a product like this before. So, in addition to OneSkin being such a great product, they are eco-friendly. What I do at night is I just wash my face like normal, pat it dry, I apply it, and then sometimes if I have another like heavy nighttime product, I'll put it on top of it. And all the time, whenever I have this, I put it on the back of my hands because that's another place that you'll really start to notice your aging. They've got a face, an eye, a body. They've got the shield. They've got the sunscreen. They've got it all. You can use with all your other products. You fit it right into your routine. Their topical supplements are powered by this proprietary peptide, OS1, scientifically proven to target the dysfunctional cells. That's not nice. That'll start to accumulate under your skin around age 30. Well, I'm way past that. So thank you, Lord. I've found this product. These are the cells that'll make your skin dull and dry and start those wrinkles. All of OneSkin's products for the face and the body, and including their sunscreens as well, are backed by their lab and clinical studies. And they have more than 8,000 five-star reviews. One of them is from me. So for a limited time, you can try OneSkin. It's 15% off, guys. It looks like this. It's oneskin.co and use code pink shade to get 15% off. Okay. Go to oneskin.co and use code pink shade to get 15% off. Tell them I sent you when they ask. Thanks. Okay. So you guys were, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, the best thing about the season. And I think at the end, like Patrick and Thais were like, Emily and Kobe are great, like an example of like a real relationship and how people should behave. Because
Yeah.
we got Angela and Michael, that's nuts. Then we've got Sophie and Rob, who why are they even talking to each other? Gino and Jasmine, again, like from my understanding, I don't know. I've heard in the podcast world they're already broken up and they should be. And then Ed and Liz, I don't even know why they're on our TV. Now, I love Manuel and Ashley.
Love them.
Manuel is such a
I have
funny
so
dude.
many videos of Manuel. I don't even know what he's saying, but
He is so funny. He is so
funny.
funny.
And he has a thing for pregnant women. I don't know how many times he came up and rubbed my belly and kissed my belly. Like he was so.
Oh yeah.
He has a fetish for pregnant women. I'm putting it out there. I hope you'll see that too.
That literally would not even shock me. He has got to learn English so he can be on Pillow Talk
Yeah.
because he is so
I
funny.
know.
And Ashley, I was like, should Ashley run the reunion? Should she be Sean Robinson?
Okay. No, because we love Sean.
Well, I know.
Ashley would be a good backup.
She's got opinions.
Going on here. She has a lot of opinions, and like I think it was in the 90-day Tell More.
Yeah.
Where her and Alexi had gotten into it when he went. Okay, and when that happened, he went like that. She actually, I don't think they showed it, but she walked off the stage.
No, they didn't show that.
Okay, so she was all mad, and I was like, oh no, like what happened? And I went, and she was like so mad about it. But then I heard Lauren and Alexi's side of it, and he was like, no, like where I'm from, it just means like 1 second. Like it's not rude. It's just like they're talking, stop interrupting them. And I was like, okay, I see that too.
It was a gesture interpretation. So she interpreted the gesture wrongly.
Yeah, like this, like
yeah,
like shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but I love Ashley. She called me. Well, what was funny is we came home from the rehearsal dinner and Coben had my phone. I walked downstairs. He's talking to somebody. I'm like, who are you talking to? And it was Ashley.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it
That's
was
hilarious. Well, I want the best for them because Manuel is so funny. I mean, he is so funny. He's funny, sober, and drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want them to work this out. I'm still thinking about them. Their season's over. Like, I hope they'll be on another season of something. I don't know if they'll send them to Last Resort, what I call Therapy Island.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys will never have to go to Therapy Island, so that's good.
I know. I used to say it all the time. I'm like, we could be on Last Resort. And they're like, no, you cannot. I'm like, oh.
No, you got to have some issues to work out. I mean, you can make something up, but I mean.
Easily. And I'm like, Kobe and I have issues. People ask me a lot like, oh, you guys are so perfect. Or like, when Sophie went after Lauren and she was like, you guys portray this perfect relationship. And I'm like, okay, but Kobe and I do that too. I'm like, we don't go online and I'm like, oh, I'm mad at Kobe for not doing the dish. Like, we don't fight.
Why would you do that? I mean.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that was very odd. But
yeah, what was that about? That was weird.
I was so upset about that because I truly love Lauren. It was almost like the Mean Girls. I don't know. That didn't felt like they made an impression in the tell-all that they had to go after someone, and it didn't make sense because that scene was a lot longer than what you saw, and we kept saying, like, Ed and I kept saying, "Just ask her a question."
What
Like,
are you mad about? Just ask her a question.
yeah,
Just tell
like,
her. Yes.
yes, and Lauren was genuinely sad that they weren't staying because she was like, "We are having so much fun, like, we love hanging out with everyone, and we were bummed that they weren't coming." So I don't know. I felt like it was,
So they literally just didn't go the last night to the house and that was it. And
yeah,
they explained why.
yeah,
But her whole thing was like, Emily and Kobe, have kids and she's pregnant and this one has kids. And I'm like, okay, but
yeah.
everybody's situation is different. And I understood why they had to get back.
And we all left that morning. Like, it wasn't like they left
They
too.
missed like 8 hours or something.
I
Yeah.
mean, Angela missed more of the tell-all than they did. So
Right. Right.
go ahead.
Did you think that was weird that at that tell more or whatever, when Angela said that after the tell all the last night after she and Kobe got into that, and she kept calling him Colby. I was so annoyed.
I
She kept
know.
calling him Colby when and then she's like, fuck off, Colby, shut up, Colby. No offense, Emily.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
it's
what?
family, or he called her a little bitch, and people got after
God.
me. They were like, "How come you didn't stand up for him?" And I was like, "No, I did, but like being that pregnant, I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. Like production's like, get Emily, and that's why you see Liz. Like Liz, like grabbed me out of it because I was like, Angela was just saying things that I did not feel was respectful of my husband, obviously,
At all.
at all.
No.
And so, anyways, so I got into it. They pulled me out of it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let Kobe, say what he has to say because I want him to be able to get it out there because I know, it's important to him.
And I think he gave really good advice to Michael too. And
He
I think,
did.
yeah, he did.
And even outside of the tell-all, they, Angela wouldn't let Michael talk to Kobe. Like even the first night we had met, she was like, "Oh, Michael's in his room. I don't want him to talk to anybody." When,
Michael's in his room.
yeah, and like I have his
Everybody's
passport, I
downstairs,
have
like,
his
drinking and
visa.
having fun, and he's in
Yes,
his room?
yes. And so that happened, and then I was very upset at that point. No, don't make noise. If you're gonna say hi, say hi. I was very upset at that moment because I was like, okay, here's Scar. Say hi.
"Hi.
Okay. Now say bye.
Bye.
Just
I like
ask
your
Corbin what
crown."
he needs. She starts ballet tomorrow, so she's very excited. Um, oh, and her friend walked in. Okay, go downstairs. Go show Emma downstairs. Sorry. Our house is just zoo.
It's chaos. You've got 3 little kids. I get it.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, I cannot get over the fact she put him in his room and wouldn't let him mingle with anybody.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to talk to him when we got to the tell-all. I think they showed the scene in the green room where she was like, "You're not allowed to sit here without me." Like it really was secluded. Like we were not. And she would say, like, "I have his visa and I have his passport," and so that kept rubbing people the wrong way. Especially, Ed kept saying it's not yours because Ed and Angela have known each other. They've met, they've known each
He's the
other.
only one that's, like, friendly with her,
Yeah.
but then also the minute she turns around, he makes fun of her. So, I mean, it's not
Well,
he's not a great friend either.
Ed, I really enjoyed Ed's company, but he doesn't know when to stop talking. And I told him that multiple times. He would say really nice things about Liz, and I'm like, okay, let's keep it there. And then he'd
Yeah.
be like, but, and I'm like,
But she's
oh,
bad at sex. You're like,
yeah,
"Gross. You were engaged to her. Don't
I
talk about
know,
your sex life. That's disgusting."
I know. It was I wish you were there. It was so crazy. Like it was
I
so wild. That's why I
that
couldn't miss it.
Yeah, no, there was one time, okay, it was when Manuel and Ashley were upstairs fighting about
Mm-hmm.
the printer, and and you're sitting in the kitchen, they show you go, "Hold on, I gotta go see what's going on up there."
Oh,
And I think it was Sophie goes, "You don't speak Spanish." And you're like, "I don't care."
yeah. No, I was in everyone's drama because I didn't have any. So I was like, I want to just like be around it because I'm like, I think it's funny. So
Oh god, it was so great. Now, okay, so, let me ask you this, this is another question. So, Manuel had a translator there. Did he just have a guy that was there just sort of helping him?
we had a producer that spoke English and Spanish, and
Okay,
so they would translate, whatever was being said, and then on set he had a translator like in his ear.
in his ear.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that when he walked up to Rob, who had just had that fight with Sophie, after talking about how he had a mold of his penis made to give her as, like, a gift, and then she was performed with it on camera, and I was like,
Mhm.
what show am I watching?
I know.
Oh, and all of you were like, and then what? And Thais is
I
like,
know.
Thais
Well, I
is with her.
wasn't there for that. I was already at the hotel, so I missed it. So watching it back, it was like Thais and Jasmine
Yeah,
and and someone else, and I was like,
and Ashley.
and Ashley, yes,
Yes.
yeah,
And the Thais, we're always like, Thais always like, huh? I mean, Thais has the best faces. She's always like,
the
what?
best. Yeah,
And
she's
when so
so funny.
so Rob goes over to the side and is sitting there, and Manuel comes over, and it really is like a scripted scene from like a rom-com. It was hilarious. So Manuel goes over and sits down and goes, "Mi hermano."
Yeah,
And then you hear things like, "Mi esposo es loco."
yeah,
But I mean, and they were translating. It was hilarious. Everything he
so
says
funny.
is hilarious.
Well, like I have so many videos of him that I'm like, I don't know if I can put like I don't know what he's saying. Like, can I post it? Like at one point I know he was saying something about Jasmine's butt and boob implants, and I'm like, I don't know if I can post that because I feel like Jasmine might get mad. But he was so funny. Like when we were at that New York party, no one
Yeah.
talked to him because he didn't speak English. So he kind of just stayed aside, he kind of
I was just telling Nicole that at that party, it was an injustice because we didn't know them. They had not been on our TV yet. So
right.
we did not know them. We
Yeah.
literally are like, these are just two friends of somebody or their press. Like
Yeah.
we did not know them. And then now knowing how funny they are, I'm like, damn, that was like a perfect opportunity
Yeah. They're
to
so
meet them.
I do know now after I talked to Ashley a lot that I do know Manuel is learning English because I give him a hard time all the time. I'm like, and same thing. I'm like, you would be so good at Pillow Talk, and like, you cannot do Pillow Talk if you don't speak English.
Yeah.
No one on Pillow Talk wants to read subtitles. That's just not the way the
Right.
show is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he is learning slowly. But yeah,
Oh God, I need them on our TV. They're
I
so
know.
funny, so funny. Um, so I will ask, I was gonna ask you how you stayed calm with Angela like yelling at Kobe, but now we know that the production like pulled you away so that you didn't give birth next to the craft services table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they were like they wanted me to go into labor so bad, which I kept saying, I'm like, if I go into labor, I want my own show. Like I kept saying that. I'm like, if I have birth at this tell, I want my own TV show. But I didn't, luckily. But yeah, no, I was very calm. I'm not like I don't get very upset easily anyways.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, wasn't my drama. So I was very calm about the whole
But you don't want somebody calling your husband names, and she's like, "You could bring that like what she said, like male chauvinist pig drama," and Kobe's like, "What?"
Yeah, no, that wasn't even the worst of it either. And the reason I won't say what she said, but she did say something that really made me mad. And that's why I had jumped in there. And then they were like, get Emily out of there. Like, I wasn't even allowed to like really hang by the bar either. Cause at one point I was pouring people drinks and they're like, no, no, no. I'm like, people know I'm not drinking. I'm 8 months pregnant. Like, people know drink is not.
Oh, but it could look like you. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I get
So
that.
just certain things. So then when people, were like, you didn't defend him. I'm like, no, I did defend him. You just didn't see, like they didn't
Yeah.
show it. So,
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, but
I just
again, what are you gonna do when somebody's
I
acting
know.
like that?
everything was fun. I mean, I really had a good time at the tell all, like meeting all the other cast. It was really awesome for real.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, I imagine with that group, you got to be like pick
It's
your
just kind of
poison.
moment that this kind of memory that you never want to get to an end. Like
Yeah,
the days
it
that
was a lot
at
of
the end
fun.
of it, people are leaving with like tears of joy. Let me say so. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
emotions, like oh, I met this person and it's so cool. It's not just what we're seeing on the TV. Like
Yeah.
Big Ed is such a cool dude for real.
That's you don't say Kobe. I'm sorry.
I
That is hard to believe.
Oh, Big Ed is
He's
he,
so funny. Like,
he's such
I
a
could I
funny
could see where he's funny. I could see
yeah,
where he's funny, but he's so disrespectful to women
he is.
in general.
Yeah.
So
And he wasn't to me though. Let me tell you. Only to women I feel like he's dating. I don't know. Maybe not.
It's just like Angela and Michael.
Yeah, he wasn't to me though. And he was like, I felt like I was getting through to him. I was like channeling my inner Kobe. And I felt like I was like getting through to him. And then 5 seconds later, he'd say some bullshit. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, I thought we had made some because he was telling like Jasmine was trying to like tell how she felt, and he kept talking over her, and you go, please let her talk.
yeah,
Please let her talk. And he's like,
yeah,
"Rah, rah, rah." And then he said to Jasmine, he's like, you're being like Angela. I was like, I thought Angela was like your best friend.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He bugs. I'm sorry.
I
You can't
know.
take up for him. You can't take up for Angela. I know you guys are just
I
trying to be nice.
know.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Are you guys going to be on Pillow Talk this time around or the next? Because before the 90, Emily, if you haven't got your eyes on that, I know you guys don't always watch it. You got to
Mhm.
get your eyes on it. That first
Oh,
episode was
no, I know.
bonkers.
I will just say I know B90 very well. It is insane.
Okay. So what you're saying is, yes, you probably are going to be on Pillow Talk.
Probably.
What did Kobe say? We hope.
Well, he said we're open. I said
Okay.
you probably will be. B90 is fantastic, and you've seen nothing yet. So
I can't wait. We've got 4 more couples we haven't even seen. We've only seen 4.
It's really good.
I was like, what else could we
Who are you
throw in it?
liking? Who are you more into?
Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm upset about that Lauren. He's a trans fetishist. I don't enjoy that. I think
Yeah.
that's not great.
Not a fan. They're not a fan.
Not a fan. At first I was like, look at this fun, cute guy that's like helping the drag queens. That's cool. What a fun job. And then the more he talked, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, just wait with him.
Oh no. And then Brian, I think, is very interesting. But I think maybe he's had 4 marriages and like 6 engagements and
Oh, he's in the wheelchair, right?
kind of like obsessed with Brazilian women.
Yep. Who's the one with the chickens? Did you meet her? yet?
Her name is spelled Rain, but it's Renee.
Right.
And she's believes in the Illuminati. She lives in New Mexico. I was okay when she said, I believe there's aliens. I was there. I was with her. Yes, I believe it. And then she started talking about the Illuminati and how she's got to wake Chidi up. I was like, uh-oh, not good.
I know.
No.
Wait. Oh,
no.
It's such a good season. It's so good.
In the preview, she's yelling at Chidi's like sweet sister. I was like, don't yell at that nice woman. What's happening?
Yeah.
That I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we've met Tiger Lily. Love looking at her. When you see pictures of her when she was married to that gross man that we've seen pictures of on the internet now, when she was married to that guy, she looks so much like Jenny Garth.
Yeah, I love her. I think she's great. I mean, I think she's kind of dumb, but you'll see why. But
well, I mean,
she's
just like, I don't know if he has any money. I don't know if he wants my money. I'm like, you might want to get that shit in order before you go over there.
Out of anyone on the show, I feel like she's the one I would have a prenup. Like I would have him sign a prenup.
Duh.
Yeah.
What if she remarries and all that money goes away? She needs to find that out. That happens.
I know. No, but I like her. I think they're a good couple on there. Who's the other couple you've met?
Let me look because there's 4 couples that we've seen. Okay. So I'm looking. We have seen, I got to pull up my notes to look before the 90. Okay. It was Renee. It was Lauren. It was, I'm scrolling. Brian and Ingrid. Okay. So Brian was the guy in the wheelchair.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then Tiger Lily. And then who did I say? I said
that's 4. So
Renee, Lauren, Tiger Lily, and Brian. That's who we've seen.
Okay. Oh man, this season is so good. It might be one of my favorite. It's so good.
It just came out the gate. Like,
so they're on episode 1 or episode
1. Yeah, we've only seen 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, I hope that I'm going to see you guys on Pillow Talk because you guys are very funny. As we've talked about our love for the Stanley.
I know mine's actually across the room. I'm eyeing it. I have 3 of them sitting out right now.
This is my new one. Look, it's like pink and orange. Beautiful. Isn't it cute? And then I always put my sticker.
I want a pink shade sticker.
Okay, don't even ask me. I'll send you a sticker. I'll send you a shirt. I'll send you a fan. I'll send you all the things.
One of those. Yeah, I love it.
Matter of fact, look what I have right here. This is so funny. I have this mug right here.
Oh, cute! Look at this mug.
This is from my gift box like last year.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love all the merch.
There's not one thing you can name that I don't have on this desk. I mean, when I tell you I did my Angela impression the other day because I had to put it to bed to say goodbye to it forever. And I literally just pulled things off my desk and just shoved them down on my shirt. And I have so much stuff on this desk. It looks organized from here, but if you just tilt this way or that way, it's like a hoarder's paradise.
Oh, that's my house right now. I'm like, you can come upstairs. We have a whole toy room underneath. But I'm like, you can come upstairs, just like, don't look in my basement.
Yes. I literally the bug man came today, and before he walked in, I go, "I'm just gonna tell you something. There's a lot happening here. None of it's
Yeah.
good. There's a
Well,
lot of
usually
mess."
yeah, Kobe's in and out. Our house is wild all the time. Like, I mean, it's so fun. We enjoy it, but I'm like,
And
we
it will
never like
be.
sit
It'll
down.
be you got I just had my son just went to college, and then my daughter who's 22 lives here, and no, she's 21, and she's in and out a lot because she has a business, and she's in and out a lot. So
Yeah,
really, we're kinda empty nesters, so there's really no reason for our house to be as hoarder light as it is. There's no reason. We really should pull it together, but we
yeah.
haven't.
I feel
Um, Kobe, do you have any, parting thoughts about, Michael's Great Escape? I mean, look, I wanna talk to you about this seriously because you are a man that came from Africa. Imagine you were in the deep South and left on foot with no phone, only your papers. I mean, that was like a real escape.
I talked to him the first time I talked to him. Like, okay, I didn't have his number. I didn't have anything about him. And when I saw that he had an Instagram account, like everybody was like, "Did you see Mikey has an account now?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta follow him right away."
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Yo, man, what's up? How's everything going?" And stuff like that. I never knew that he had even left Angela.
You didn't see
So
that because it was all over, like, the news.
when I came back from home, she's the one that told me when I came out, like,
Let me just say really quick before you get into it. Here's how I found out. Ashley called me and she was like, Angela or Michael's missing. And I'm like, what do you mean Michael's missing? So I had reached out to Angela because at this point we didn't know what happened to him. And I was like, hey, like I just found out he's gone. Like I hope everything's okay. If you guys need anything, we didn't know he ran or escaped at this point. And she actually sent me a voice note back saying, I still haven't, I won't play it, but she's like, everyone thinks Kobe has something to do with it. And we
I
had
told you, it's conspiracy theory.
no, but we had just gotten back from the tell all. So I'm like, who would think that? Like, just you thinks that because nobody has seen the tell all. So, like,
Right?
just you
Oh.
think that. And I had messaged her back. I said, I'm literally, this was a week before I gave birth. I said, we have a lot more going on than helping Michael, like, run away. And I had told her that. And she's like, I know, I know. And so, but like I said, so when he came home, I go, Michael's gone. Like, nobody knows where he is. Nobody know what happened. And it wasn't until he got his Instagram that you had reached out. That's what you were
yeah,
saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Because you had no way to get in touch with him before because she
I
wouldn't let him be in contact with anybody.
tried to reach him but no way to contact him even on social media platform. So when I heard that he had an Instagram, oh man, I was looking for it. Like, I don't know who sent that to me. Somebody sent that, and then I just followed him right away and started talking with him. Like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And
Like,
you feel like he's doing okay now currently?
I feel like he's doing good. Oh,
Yeah.
look at you can take Micah's picture when he first came to the US and the
Yeah.
one he's posting now. You see a whole big difference.
Yeah.
He's glowing.
Yeah, I know. I know, and I really do I don't know what the laws or anything like that are, but I really do hope that, because they had been married for the certain amount of time when he entered the country and all that, I hope all that's gonna go in his favor, and I did see a lawyer, somebody sent me a lawyer, like, on TikTok talking about them in particular, and they said, "There's so much footage of them being happily married and together as a couple for so long that there's no way this lawyer's opinion was there's no way that she could get an annulment because you can't annul the marriage when you went into the marriage happy. Lots of people get unhappy in their marriage and get divorced. That happens.
Right.
But she can't prove that it was fraud or anything when they have so many hours of footage of just being on television together and happy.
Yeah.
So I hope he's okay. I hope he is hiding at your house.
Oh, well, he's not, but I'm sure it would be fun if he was. Him and Kobe are on TikTok live quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Will you please tell me next time that happens so I can watch it?
Yeah, I will. I mean, I know people screen record it all the time. I know Angela actually reposted it on her page and like called them a bunch of fakes or something.
Of course.
But you don't want to watch the whole thing. They'll stay on for hours.
She has
Literally
said
hours.
horrible things about me on social media, but
Yeah.
I don't care. The bad thing about it is that when you express your honest opinion towards her, she take that as if you're attacking her personality, which that's not the case. It's really sad that she is choosing to surround herself by people who cannot tell her the truth, like
Right.
just hypocrites.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's a problem in life if you have too many people around you that will just agree with you or, anything because she's very confrontational. And I did hear a rumor that Skylo is going to be on the Single Life.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, you're going to date her, but you got to deal with Angela.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
true.
if she's gotta be on, that's good for her, man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like Tyler.
At the end of the
She was
day,
nice.
no matter what happens on the show, we're always rooting for people to be happy in love.
Yeah.
You know, it's true that okay, some people just watch it as if it's entertainment, it's just drama, but no, people's feelings are
It's our
involved.
lives,
People's
yeah.
feelings are on the line. And I really feel bad in every relationship that I get to watch that, you know, people are crying because they're hurt and stuff like that. I feel like the foundation of the show is for people to be happy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
But
Well, the
like
show
for
is called
people-
Happily Ever After, but it seems like
Right.
you guys are the only ones.
And it's like, you know, Jasmine and Gino, like you can really tell how much Jasmine loves Gino.
Oh yeah,
Like
she loves it.
and I think that was where Kobe and I came, because we do have such a strong relationship, and you know, we're not perfect by any means, but like we are truly in love. We are a true couple. We're parents, you know, blah blah blah. But like Gino and Jasmine, you look at them and I'm like, oh my God, Gino, she loves you so much. Like open your eyes, you know, like she.
In what world does a woman that looks like that love a guy that looks like that? They're
I
they're
know.
not equally matched in looks. So it's not like he should be grateful that some woman loves him or any. That's not
Right.
what I mean. But the it seems like he makes a lot of excuses to not be intimate with her, not not be close
Yeah.
with her, not help her get her get her paper so she can go visit her kids. It just seems like he's the problem, you
The
And-
know.
thing is
Yeah.
that, in my opinion, I feel like he's been hurt to a point
Yes.
where there's no connection anymore. You know,
He
like
hasn't forgiven
there
her.
is
Right.
a certain degree in which you can handle some sort of insult and stuff like that. And when you get to the breaking point, you even forget why you love this person.
Yeah, right.
I feel like
Right.
he's at that level where he's not connected to her.
Sophie and Rob are the same, I think.
Now,
So
Sophie and Rob, they are the best friends
Sophie
ever.
and Rob.
In
I
my
love
opinion,
Rob.
those two as besties, oh, they're ride or die. But when you put relationship into it now, it's bad. They can't sit and start talking of I love you and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But if it's like gossiping and talking about social media and other stuff, they are the best people ever.
Yeah.
okay,
love
but they just shouldn't be a couple, maybe.
They shouldn't be a
Yeah.
couple.
They shouldn't be a couple.
Okay, well they're young. They can find other people.
Yeah, no, and like I said, Rob was my target, but like I love Rob.
Nah,
so
he's
much.
cool. He's a cool dude.
so
We love it.
cool.
We love everybody. We
do.
love even Angela. But the thing is that
I know you're trying to. I know you're trying
I
to. You're
know.
trying to be
I don't
nice,
know.
Kobe.
But we
I'm
try
not
to
a
see the
housewife.
good in everyone.
That's good, but I don't agree with you.
I know.
I'll let you guys go, but I want you guys to tell us where we can find you on social media. And Kobe, tell me about the underwear thing. Is that what's going on with that?
Oh, our underwear is still going, and guys, you can always go to our shop online. It's blazeswear.com. We have a shop on Shopify, so it's going, and that is it. And
It's been good
booming.
so
Yeah,
far. Yeah, it's been really good.
I
But actually,
it's
can
really
you like go to your Instagram and find the link and all that stuff? Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, it's on his Instagram. It's on my Instagram. And we have a Blazes Wear Instagram page. I'm M Baby on Instagram, and he's Kobe Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe
And that's
underscore
BLAISE, right?
Yes. Yep.
Make sure we get the spelling right, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, follow Emily and Kobe, and I'm hoping we're going to see Emily and Kobe on Pillow Talk. And follow me on Instagram at Pink Shade Pod. Okay, bye, guys.
Yay.
Don't hang up.